All right, so you decided to homeschool. Now what? Where do you go from here? The biggest thing is usually curriculum. There's a lot of different options out there. There's a lot of different ways you can go. And in this video, my wife will be sharing some of those.
Hi, I'm Carmen with That Gonzo Life. Together, my husband and I have made a channel so that we can share pieces of our life with you. And today I wanted to share with you some of the homeschool curriculum that we find to be super effective for our family. In a previous video, if you haven't watched it, there is one prior to this, and it is an overview on homeschool. And I touched on some of the homeschool curriculums that we choose to use for this specific year, 2022-2023. My children are currently ages 3 all the way up to 14. And so we are doing preschool, we are doing 1st grade, 5th grade, and 9th grade. My oldest son is in 9th grade, and we do an online course. It's called MIA Prep. It is super helpful because it allows for him, he's definitely a child that likes to know where he's at, where he stands as far as grades go and whatnot. It allows for me to be able to also know where he's doing, how he's doing, and for us to be able to communicate offline when he's not doing his work. And so yeah, he logs in every single day. We also bought Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University for the high schooler. So he is going through that, or shall I say should be going through that. Then also he is reading 1 book a month and then doing a research paper once a month as well. That's in a perfect world. So that's my 9th grader. My 5th grader has wanted to give a focus on biology. So I mentioned before about Easy Peasy website. It's all free and you can print everything from the website, but you could also purchase Amazon printed books. So these are the printables that are offered on the website. You can go to Amazon and you can purchase those, and that is easypeasy.com. It is a wonderful family who created a website with free resources for you to be able to use. But if you wanted printables, then of course you pay for those. I'm going to continue on with my 5th grader. The other thing, again, we're giving a really big emphasis on biology this year because he just loves all things science. He wants to know how God created things. And so we are doing it from the perspective of both scientific approach, but also the creation approach. So this is the creation. These are from Apologia Science. We're gifted a lot of these, as I mentioned in my previous video, that you could become part of different groups where things are exchanged or sold for a very low price. So I was blessed to only have to purchase, I want to say 3 of these books, but it's super helpful because this is the swimming creatures, but there's creatures of the earth. There's astronomy. It's super neat. These also have workbooks that come with it, and so we're working on those together. The scientific, there's volumes on this one, and this is Southwestern, as is the publishers. And these are just books that we're reading through, and then there's little activities that you can do with whatever topic it is that you just read about. So this is super helpful. It's very interactive. The other thing that we're having him do is doing research or just a report of a topic of his choice, and that's the 5 paragraphs. He does a brainstorming, and then he does like a blueprint, and then he does a research or written report. And in this case right now, he's excited to be building a theme park, and so within that theme park, he's going to be writing about the different rides, and that's the research that we'll be working on. For my 1st grader, we're focused on obviously just the basics, the basic math skills, and then reading and writing skills. And so this is super dry erase, and a lot of interactive type toys are super helpful. This one's just dry erase, and this is on math. And so it's really helpful because when we're done with it, we can pass it on to another family. We are also doing Texas history. This one, again, this was just from a group. I got it for free, and so we are doing research on, this is Pearson. So as you can see, I do a variety of different curriculums. I'm not married to one specific type. And if for whatever reason in the middle of it, we establish that we are just not loving it or we don't want to continue it, we don't continue it. Again, for my first grader, we're focusing on reading, and so Bob books are super helpful. This is for math, so I'm going through, and I'm using this math workbook for my preschooler because there's some basic ones that my first grader, he's well understood this, but it's super fun for my preschooler to use. So this is the math workbook. But these are just some ideas. Again, this is Envision. This is a public school workbook that somebody didn't use and gave it away for free. That is, as well as this one here. So I'm not necessarily, it has to be faith-based curriculum. In fact, a lot of the things, it's a really good balance. But in our home, we live out our understanding of God's truth and His Word, and so we live that out that way. So that is an overview of curriculum. Again, you can also do online. MIA Prep is super awesome for high schoolers, and then there's MIA Academy for grade level, for instance, for my 5th grader. For my preschooler and my first grader, if I'm gonna put them on a screen for any type of learning, I do, the app is called Khan Kids, and that is free. You can also do Khan for above. I wanna say that it's free either way. It's a really neat app as well. Khan Kids is really neat, especially for your younger kids that you want more of a free option just to use maybe for rainy day. But yeah, so that's all of our curriculum. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. If you are a homeschool family, I would love to know what are the curriculum choices that you have set for your family. Reading is an enormous thing that we love to do, and much of our homeschool area is surrounded by books. So let me know what are your favorite family books for your homeschool day and your family, and what curriculum you are using. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, share, comment below, all of the good things. Thank you so much.